In the beginning, before time itself, there was only the primordial ocean of chaos, called Nu. From this infinite expanse of darkness and water emerged Ra, the mighty god of the sun, born from an egg or a lotus flower. His radiant light pierced the void, bringing forth the dawn of creation. Ra's power was immense, and his very presence commanded respect and awe. Ra, with his shimmering golden skin and eyes that blazed like twin suns, stood atop the first hill that rose from the waters of Nu. From this sacred mound, he began to craft the world with divine precision. He spoke words of power, and the air vibrated with the magic of his voice. The sky separated from the earth, creating the vast dome under which all life would flourish. Ra's first act of creation was to form the gods who would aid him in his eternal quest. He brought forth Shu, the god of air, and Tefnut, the goddess of moisture. They were the twin pillars that would uphold the sky and the earth. Together, they gave birth to Jeb, the god of the earth, and Nut, the goddess of the sky. Ra, with his boundless energy, filled the heavens and the earth with stars, rivers, and all the creatures that would inhabit his magnificent realm. As Ra traveled across the sky in his sunboat, known as the Bark of Millions of Years, he brought light and life to the world. His journey from the eastern horizon to the western horizon marked the passage of day into night. Each dawn, Ra emerged victorious, his presence a promise of renewal and hope. However, Ra's journey did not end with the setting sun. As darkness fell, Ra descended into the underworld, or Duat, where he faced the forces of chaos led by the fearsome serpent Apep. Each night, Apep sought to devour Ra and plunge the world into eternal darkness. With unwavering resolve, Ra battled Apep and his minions, his light cutting through the shadows of the underworld. The gods and spirits of the Duat aided Ra in his struggle, ensuring that the cycle of day and night continued unbroken. Ra's reign on Earth was equally legendary. He was the first pharaoh, ruling with wisdom and benevolence. Under his guidance, humanity thrived, and the laws of Ma'at, truth, balance, and order were established. The people of Egypt revered Ra as the supreme deity, the source of all creation, and the sustainer of life. The pharaohs, his mortal descendants, bore the title, the Son of Ra, legitimizing their divine right to rule. One such pharaoh named Menes, known for his unparalleled bravery, sought to prove his worthiness to Ra. He embarked on a perilous journey through the scorching deserts and treacherous waters of the Nile to reach the temple of Ra at Heliopolis. Menes carried with him a sacred amulet, said to be blessed by Ra himself, which would grant him the power to communicate with the god. After weeks of arduous travel, Menes arrived at the temple. As he entered the inner sanctum, he felt a surge of energy, and the air thickened with divine presence. The statue of Ra, illuminated by the flickering light of oil lamps, seemed to come alive. Menes, with the amulet clutched in his hand, knelt before the god and prayed for guidance. Suddenly, the temple was filled with a blinding light, and Menes found himself face to face with Ra. The god's presence was overwhelming, yet there was a warmth and benevolence in his gaze. Ra spoke of the importance of wisdom, justice, and compassion in ruling the land. He reminded Menes of the eternal struggle against chaos and the need to uphold Ma'at. As a final gift, Ra imbued the amulet with a fragment of his power, ensuring that Menes would rule wisely and justly. Inspired by this divine encounter, Menes returned to his people, his heart filled with newfound wisdom and courage. He became a legendary pharaoh, known for his just rule and the prosperity he brought to Egypt. The story of his journey and his meeting with Ra was passed down through generations, a testament to the enduring bond between the gods and the pharaohs. As the centuries passed, the tales of Ra's creation and his nightly battles in the Duat continued to captivate the hearts and minds of the people. His legacy lived on in the temples, the pyramids, and the very soul of Egypt. Ra, the mighty sun god, remained a symbol of hope, strength, and the eternal struggle against the forces of chaos. His light, both literal and metaphorical, guided the people through the darkest of times, reminding them of the power of creation and the enduring triumph of order over chaos. The story of Ra is not just a tale of creation, but a reminder of the eternal cycle of life, death, and rebirth. It speaks to the resilience of the human spirit and the belief in a higher power that watches over and guides us. As long as the sun rises and sets, the legend of Ra will continue to shine brightly in the hearts of those who seek to understand the mysteries of the universe and the divine order that governs all existence.